Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's Workshop. Welcome to issue number 73 of Build the Iconic Ford Falcon XB GT, the madmax car, from our good old friends over at Hachette. Now, if you'd like to grab this for yourself and build one of these along with me, and who wouldn't, pop over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too can be building one of these. Right, let's have a quick scope through this week's magazine and see what we're up to. We have got the central console, it says there. Details are fitted to the central console, which will be positioned on a raised transmission tunnel behind the dashboard. And there it is in its glory. Even got a little bit of veneer wood going in it, just to give it that authentic 1970s feel, folks. Shows you all the different bracketry, etc. that you've got to assemble to start piecing it all together. Little lid, top door there to go on there so it flips open and closed, and a little wood panel that goes in where the gear lever comes through. Shows you how it all looks there with the little extra bits of veneer for the back side there. Little screw to screw in the back panel, a little switch there. And then that's the centre console at that stage at the end of this issue, folks. So that's what we're going to end up with. And then you've got Tomorrow Never Dies there, cars on screen. It's the 18th James Bond saw Bond attempt to stop a media mogul, Elliot Carver, from initiating World War III. The infamous James Bond villains, folks. So that's the magazine done. So we'll put that to one side, folks. And when we come back, we'll do a bit of assembly for you. That's what we've got. So let's start with our first piece, which I do believe is that. Okay. And we've got a bent bracket, that bad boy there. Oh, it's an inch. Okay. The micro screws, because they are the world's tiniest screws, these folks. Look how small these are. The potential for faster pingage on these is quite scary, isn't it? So, we are going to go for it. Not quite sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to go for it, folks. Doing it on and out breath, just to keep myself from shaking. And there you go, that's gone in. I won't believe how happy I am. So that's that one done. Phew, didn't expect it to go that well, to be honest. Right, so then we've now got this one. By powers of deduction, that's going to go in there, like that. We'll do the same again. Grab another one of the world's smallest screws. Try and get that in the end of the screwdriver, like so. Tinsy-wincy little bit of oil. And we'll do the same on this. He says optimistically. On and out breath. Like that. Wow. Oh, I'm so easily pleased, aren't I? Right, so that's that in. That's that in. We've now got to screw the hinge onto this piece, so we'll have that next. So, same again with the hinge join facing upwards, the raised ribs or whatever you want to call them, where the pin goes. I'll grab that one, locate that in there. Just like so, and try to squeeze that in there like that. Just like so. And now turn the hinge to line it up. Grab the next screw, try and separate them so that I don't pick all of them up. Little bit of oil just on the tip of that, and then that one, now that the hinge is in, should just rest along my knuckle. Like that. And that's that one in. So let's fold that hinge down now, shove that in there, and then we can pop that screw in. So let's grab you like that, give you a little dink, and then we can pop the screws in the holes there. Pre-cut them. That looks like a much stiffer plastic there. Like that. There you go. And grab the last screw off of there. Now there's still a little bit of oil left in that thread there, so that one can go straight in, like so. And that's the world's smallest screws done for now, so I don't need that screwdriver tip anymore. That's a relief. Let's have you in there like so. And what that should give me then is this piece comes through like so, and then screws into that little post at the back there, somewhat like so, okay? And it's a little ashtray for the rear part of the vehicle, okay? So that is going to go in with a PS05. Let's grab you, get that mounted now, and then we can come back and we can do the wood veneer to give it that real authentic 70s feel. So let's just rest that in there. Get that screwed in situ. Just like that. And that's the ashtray for the rear passengers. It's of its time, folks, isn't it? Ashtray. Yeah, there you go. Sit and play with that all day. Fidget spinner. Right, let's grab our wood veneer and we can start locating that. So we'll just shine it so that we can see where it's cut, which is just there the way. Okay, and we can try get that in situ. Let's find my world's skinniest tweezers. Let's see whether This will help line it up better for me. Like that. Get a Q-tip, cotton bud for us in the UK. And work our way along there now. I want to come along there with a brush, just like so. Like so. Perfect. And then we can now get rid of some of the ripple in there. Like that. Go. And just keep working at it, pushing the cotton bud along, just so that you can get any trapped air out of there, if there is any. Just like so. I want to get right into that corner there and push that corner right down at the front there. And then just run the tip of the tweezers right around the edges like so. Just to make sure they're all down. And then do the same here, where you can see a little bit of rippleage where the bubbles are trapped. And time spent doing it at this stage is time well spent, because once it's in the car, it's going to be a complete faff to try to do this. So I just literally get this done at this stage. You've got a rubber boot that goes on the bottom of the gear lever that will cover some of this, but still spend a bit of time doing it like that. So I'm happy with that now. Just lock them back in place. So that's that one done. We've then got another tiny square section to go on the back there of the housing. So let's peel you off like so. And again, it's the same process. I just need them again, don't I? Put them away. Wally. Same process again, folks. So we'll go that way round. And line that up with that rear edge. In there. Right, so yeah, I'll live with that. Nice and easy. And then work my way around the edges. Just like so. Perfect. Done. So that's that all sorted. Don't need any of that now, so put that to one side. So that's what we've got, folks, at the end of this issue. We've got our good old centre console there with its nice wood effect there. We got a little storage compartment there. I will put some little bric-a-brac in there. I'll come up with something that I can make to scale. And then you've got the ashtray there for the repair person in the rear. Like the prisoner's going to smoke if he's in handcuffs sat there. So that's that all sorted, folks. We'll put that to one side and attach that to the floor tub in the next issue, folks. So until then, if you'd like to grab one of these and build along with me, head over to the Hachette website. There's a clickable link in the description below, and you too can be building one of these with me. Also, to help me out and the channel grow, if you can like, share, hype and subscribe the video, I'd be immensely grateful. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I really do appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, stay safe and well. Goodbye for now.